you can have an idea. You have a hypothesis. I think if I made that icon 10% bigger, I would get 10% more clicks on it. How do you know if it's true? How do you know if it works? Well, test it. Roll out to 1% of your users a version of the application that has that 10% bigger. And then study the results. Does your hypothesis, is it proven out by the actual analytics that you have in your code base? Or is it a faulty hypothesis and you want to go back to the drawing board? And this can work for everything. It's not just changing graphics. It can be new features. It can be new ways of discovering content. It can be new codecs. I have a hypothesis that if I can deliver our 1080p content in smaller payloads to end users, I'm going to have more users be more engaged for a longer period of time. And so we're going to write some experiments. We'll talk about some of the new codecs that we're trying, and we're going to A/B test it with a small subset of our audience. And we'll see if my hypothesis holds water. Because if it doesn't, it's not worth moving forward. But you want to measure everything and analyze everything. And never stop having new experiments and never stop hypothesizing. It really comes back to this. Always be hacking. Always be trying something new. Look outside of the box. Go find a new way of doing things. Reevaluate your build versus buy decisions constantly. We build a lot of stuff. We buy a lot of stuff. But I'm always evaluating, hey, this piece over here, should we really, should we continue using that off-the-shelf solution, or would it be better to do our own? Are we spending more time keeping the third-party system up and running than we would to just build our own and keep it and maintain it, knowing how it works exactly? So at Viacom, we host frequent hackathons. Our mobile team is now running monthly hackathons. Just last week or 2 weeks ago, they had a hackathon where people were playing with Raspberry Pis as ways to emulate the Xbox controller to build automated tests for our Xbox OTT applications. That's just one example of one hackathon. So we have hackathons all the time. We also host third-party hackathons, or sponsor third-party hackathons for local students around New York City where we're based. The idea is we want people coming up with new ideas, trying new things constantly. So when you stop, asking how or why or will it work, you stop growing as an engineer. And I don't ever want our folks to stop growing as engineers.